Ever since House Bill 180 was passed, the Utah Division of Outdoor Recreation has required OHV users to complete an education course before operating on public land. There are two different courses, one for adults and one for youth under 18. While it can be easily completed online, the Off-Highway Vehicle Program also offers several free youth hands-on ATV courses every year, allowing new riders a chance to take control and learn from practical instruction.
This actually fulfills the OHV requirement, education requirement for the youth. The little difference between the two is just doing it online and doing the 3-hour course, but today we're actually hands-on. So they get to be out here actually doing the movements, actually implementing what we're actually teaching them. So it kind of just gives them more engagement.
There's been a mandatory requirement for anyone under the age of 18 to take a safety course before operating an off-highway vehicle on public land. So that's for a motorcycle, a side-by-side, or an ATV. We want the future riders in Utah and the current riders to make sure that they understand a few things, that they understand how the machine operates, that they understand the ethics of riding in Utah, that they understand trail etiquette, that they ride responsibly, stay on trail, and so some of that messaging is pushed here. But really today, this course is really about how your machine operates and handles.
I think it's super beneficial, not only teaching the skill sets, but kind of introducing the machine a little more. When it's hands-on, they can instruct them on what certain things to do and how you use them properly.
So again, you have your hand brake and then you have your foot brake.
I just feel better about taking them out and feeling safe about them being on their machine. I just definitely want them to learn how to feel safe on it and in control of their equipment, just so I can feel better about them riding.
There's some things that are missed when you just get out and go ride. And so understanding a few of those concepts around braking and turning and weight distribution and stuff is very, very helpful. The big thing I've seen is the confidence factor.
I get out, I do a lot of dunes riding and trail riding. Been doing it since I was a kid, so it's super fun to see these kids start young too. They're able to actually go out and do it and see it done. Because the most important thing about safety is education. That's the first step. So a lot of the times kids, they're gonna do the online course and it's gonna go through one ear and out the other. But with this, they actually get to do it. And it's a lot of repetitive movements. So they're really gonna get it locked in their brain so they can actually implement it when they go out and ride with their families.
About 2 years ago, there was a mandatory adult off-highway education course that was passed, and that was actually brought forth by the OHV community. So that's a free course that you can take online. I think there's been about 350,000 people that have taken that course in the last couple of years. A lot of those have been from people coming from in-state to ride to places like Moab and Sand Hollow and some of our other great riding destinations. I mean, anecdotally, we're seeing an improvement in trail etiquette, people staying on the trail, and courtesy on the trails, which is a good thing.
No matter how you recreate, the best way to do it responsibly is by being courteous to other users and respecting everyone's right to enjoy the outdoors in their own way. Respecting the trails and staying on designated routes will ensure that trails can stay open. And the best thing you can do for others is help them establish good habits early on.
If you're gonna ride under the age of 18 in Utah on public lands, you have to wear a helmet. It needs to be a DOT-approved helmet. It can't be a bicycle helmet. And that's just because of the danger, right? There's rocks, you can easily tip or fall. We want to protect your head, and that's the most important thing. So helmets are proven to work. If you're under the age of 18, you're required to wear a helmet. We encourage all adults as well to wear helmets. The second thing is if you're going to operate on public land, you need to take a safety course. You can do that online at recreation.utah.gov for our youth courses. There is a charge. There's a couple of vendors for those online. I think it's $30. The adult education course, which is 18 and over, is free, and that's a once-in-a-lifetime course. The third thing is if you're under the age of 18, you have to ride with adult supervision.
I've learned a lot watching my kids go through it and kind of listening what the instructors say.
Look on DNR's website. They have a lot of resources that you can use, and this is a free course. The kids are having fun and enjoying it and learning a lot.
Seeing it click, seeing these kids actually learn, that's one of my favorite things about my whole entire job, is that I get to teach these kids and I get to see them learn and get excited about safety, seeing them from the beginning of the class to the end of the class, the confidence. I'm so glad that I get to actually see that.